regardless of how far I see. I never see my travels in. We're carried by the current, being driven by the wind. The scenery we pass will never see again, so we store it up as memories and don't let go of them.
It's a true story about when I used to own a gun. I was kind of fucked up.
This is some real shit. I didn't know yet. Like, this dude used to be like a fucking... I don't even know if this shit is true to this day, right? But he used to always be like, I'm a fucking black belt in karate, right? And like, you know, like you and your friends might play fight, like, man, shut up. You couldn't do that with him. Just quick slap your hands down and like, get in the karate pose, right? Like, hilarious shit, right? We've never hit no one in his whole life.
I'd seen him in karate take down a couple of 6'6" guys a couple different times at some tournaments and stuff. He could have, but he never did. Never did.
Why do we engage in war? One inside of us, there's the answer. This is it. It's in all of us and all of this whole thing. If you are protesting peace and are yelling at people and fucking angry, you are war. As I've gotten older, I just look at that and I'm not as offended or pissed off or, you know, I'm just like, oh, alright, I understand anger.
But fucking one time, like, his mom was dating this fucking guy. Man, like, dude was a fucking jerk off. Like, we all knew he was a jerk off. I'm pretty sure Kathy knew, but she was just like in love or something, right?
She had an issue with an ex-boyfriend of hers, and like, you know, that whole thing was a big thing, clearly, because it's fucking with his mom and it's fucking with him and their well-being and their safety.
I don't even remember the guy's name. Well, she breaks up with this guy, and he like fucking flips his lid. So he starts coming, like, showing up here in the morning, showing up at her job like some straight stalker shit, you know? To the point where she calls me and is like, yo, I need you to come fucking stay over here because this fucking dude, I don't know what he's gonna do, you know? He said he's in the fucking whatever the fuck. I mean, like, she calls me over. Next thing you know, there's 20 motherfuckers out in the driveway, like, we're kicking, you know, like, we're here. One day, like, I come outside and here's this dude in this fucking truck. I'm like, yo, get the fuck out of here, you know? And he's like, oh, yeah, whatever the fuck. Anyway, so he comes back later, and Kathy like he pulls up behind me. So it's like a fucking train, right? Like she pulls up, he pulls in behind her, cops pull in. She must have called the cops on the phone or something. And she must have called Mikey because Mikey wasn't here. So the cops are in the back trying to defuse the situation between Kathy and the ex-boyfriend, and the cops are right here, and here comes fucking Mikey out of nowhere, like flipping out, dude, like fucking. He rips the fucking pole out of the ground like some Superman shit, like, you're trying to fuck with my mama, I will fucking kill you, you know, like, snapping, bro. I'm like, to the point where I'm standing like, I ain't even gonna do shit, like, this dude is freaking out, you know, the cops are like, yo, you got a cop, like, trying to restrain Mikey. Dude comes back, and I swear to you, bro, never came back again. He never came back again. Now, that could have been for some other reason, but that's how it happened. But when I seen that, I was like, that's why that dude doesn't ever get mad. Because he'll fucking flip out, you know?
You know, there's songs, guns, 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 and all kinds of stuff about the fact that we had a loaded gun in every room in the house. I mean, to protect ourselves.
That's what Time Flies When You Have a Gun is about, was him buying the gun and having all that wrapped up into that, but then him realizing that holding on to all that shit is not the way to go. So, and it was definitely a stressful time period, that's for sure.
Do we have any gun owners in the house? I used to be a gun owner. This is a true story about when I used to own a gun. Yeah, I used to shoot it in the air for kicks.
Homicide and perfect aim, swore that it wouldn't miss.
Right underneath my belt because my all that was the way.
Besides, you never know what type of danger's hiding in the night.
He said he'd never use it in a fight. He'd take a punch instead.
And it made him feel at home. He was the hunt with grandpa as a kid. As time went on, I started to think more and more about what I would do if I was home and someone kicked down the door.
Paranoia kept increasing. He kept imagining the tragedy.
As if it were inevitable.
Trying to prepare himself for how he'd feel if he ever had to steal a life and save a loved one for his own.
That soulless piece of metal was the boss of the relationship. Wanted to keep him safe, but it just made him sick. And it wasn't until the day that I got rid of it that I felt like I was safe, no longer a slave to that piece of shit.
You
own it, but mostly it'll own you, yeah. You can own it, but mostly it'll own you, yeah. You can own it, but mostly it'll own you, yeah. You can own it, but mostly it'll own you, yeah. You can own it, but mostly it'll own you, yeah. You can own it, but mostly it'll own you, yeah. You can own it, but mostly it'll own you, you know?
If you ever need anything, I mean anything at all, I'm here for you. All you gotta do is ask, man. I'm here for you, in the same way that you're here for me. Each person is an intricate piece of infinity. I feel like if you could see what I see, then we as humanity could be free. I'm here for you, not for any self-centered reasons, because existence is interdependent and all's related, connected as different manifestations of one single mind. You ain't isolated from the world, even though it feels like that sometimes.